Happy Father's Day, everybody. I wanted to take a few moments just to put something down on video. It's been a while since I did a video. Um, First off, this holiday is hard. It is a very hard holiday. Uh, my dad passed a year ago, so this is the first Father's Day without him. So, yeah, it's been a rough one. I wanted to share something today. We've been at my church. We've been going through Psalm 23, and let me read it to you real quick. The Lord is my shepherd; I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. One question we want to ask ourselves this morning, especially as men, is how can we apply Psalm 23 to fathers? And the real question we need to ask ourselves is, are we shepherding like the Good Shepherd? Are we shepherding like the Good Shepherd? The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Okay, as fathers, it's our jobs to make sure our kids aren't in want of anything. And by want, we mean needs, okay? We can't, all of our wants we can't have. But are all their needs met? Are their clothes on their back? Food on their table? Roof over their head? So, with the Lord being our shepherd, all giving us all of our needs, are we giving our family all of their needs? He makes me lie down in green pastures. He forces me to rest. Okay, am I helping my family rest? Am I providing an environment? But am I, when life is busy, am I the one making sure that we're taking a break? He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Rod and staff, I've always taken to be, rod is in discipline and staff is in guidance, okay? The rod is protection, okay? Shepherds didn't beat the sheep, okay? If you believe that, then you're wrong, okay? Shepherds never beat sheep. They don't use the instruments to hurt the sheep. Okay, the rod is used to protect the sheep from wolves, from anything that would harm them. Okay, the staff was used to guide. So as they're walking along, the hook on the staff would be used to pull them out of ditches. Okay, so the rod to protect and the staff to guide, and they comfort me. It's a comfort to know that God is protecting me as well as guiding me throughout this life. So as a father, are we protecting our children and guiding them? Okay, it's not talking about that verse where it talks about where we get the spare the rod, spoil the child. That's not what it's talking about. It's not talking about disciplining like that. It's talking about basically a father who doesn't discipline their kids, okay, is not talking about the rod. It's talking about a father who doesn't protect his kids, doesn't love his kids, okay? So, always protect. Prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. When life is hard, when things are going on, when there's conflict, strife, are we making sure that we are preparing a table, a safe place for our kids? You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Anointing the head with oil is always a trickle-down effect. If your cup's overflowing, think of it like one of those chocolate fountains that you put the marshmallow in. You know how it comes out the top and it fills up that first cup, and then it goes down to the next one, fills that one up, and then it goes down to the next one. The same is true for us. God is the one that's supplying all of our wants, needs, desires, everything for us. So as it's going into me, it should be overflowing to my wife, should be overflowing to the kids, okay? So as fathers, it's our job to make sure that our cup is full. And the only way to do that is to be in the Word, okay? Let it flow, fill up your cup, let it flow out to your wife, and through that, it will flow down to your kids, okay? Or flow from you to the kids, whichever way you want to make it work. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Everything here is temporary, okay? But we have an eternal home and we have an eternal victory. I'll say it like that. So no matter what we're going through here, okay, I like to think of like a circle of control. Okay, you know, you have a bullseye, right? You have a bullseye, then you have that middle ring, and then you have the outer ring. The bullseye is everything that you can control, which is mostly you and your interactions, how you deal with stuff. The middle ring is influence, things that you can influence but you can't control. And the outer ring is stuff that's out of your control. Okay, the reason I say that is focus on the bullseye, focus on the center dot, because you can spend all your time focusing on the outer ring and all you're going to do is just be at unrest and uneasy. So focus on that smaller ring and let God worry about the outer ring. Okay, are we allowing the shepherd to shepherd us? Men, this is very important. We need to stop trying to be the shepherds, and we need to start letting the shepherd shepherd us. We need to be willing to say we don't have it all together, and that's okay. We need to be willing to set everything aside and be like, basically, you spend your whole life canoeing, all right? You're trying to row your boat. No, maybe it's time you just put the oar in your lap and let God direct your boat. And through doing that, you'll find peace that you can then let flow down to your family, okay? The message today is not one of aggravation or hurt or railing on men. I wanted it to be uplifting and encouraging, okay? Shepherd your family well and be shepherded well, okay? So happy Father's Day. Psalm 23 may be more than just a funeral psalm. May it be a psalm that you can take and apply to your life and shepherd like the good shepherd.